3 generations, one humble brew, and a belief that heritage evolves. Faye brews more than coffee. She stirs legacy and a bold vision for the future. I'm Chris Choo, and this is HOTPLATE SG60. Faye,
Yes.
look at this. I've got your coffee in here. I'm sure you know what this is, right?
Yes, this is a very old-fashioned cold brew method. Yes. We call it the old-fashioned toddy lah, yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't make toddy, it doesn't make you drunk.
No,
right?
it's not to be confused with that drink. Yes.
Okay. So, tell me about how traditional coffee, Kopitiam coffee is made. I'm really curious. I mean, as Asians, we grew up drinking that. But there's so much information about espresso, all the Western methods.
Yes.
But, what's the secret of this Kopitiam coffee, which is so addictive?
I think for me, and I speak for all the Singaporeans lah, why we love Kopitiam Kopi is because of how thick and how creamy, and then of course the way we roast it, which is with sugar, butter, and a sprinkle of salt. So all that combined will give you that thick, creamy, bitter, strong taste and mouthfeel, that Asian thing that we all like. We like it bitter, but we also like it a bit sweet. So we add sweet condensed milk, and then to make it more smooth, you make evaporated milk. We call it C. So then when you put it together, it's like, wow, like a great wake me up.
Because now everything by default is siu dai, right?
Yes, siu dai, siu dai, yes.
Okay.
Very conscious now, yes. But it's so good.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to drinking this after we have our chat.
Okay.
We'll have it with our meal. Okay,
Yes.
so let's go and have our chat now.
Sure, let's go.
Faye, welcome to HOTPLATE SG60.
Thank you for having me.
You grew up with coffee, right? I mean, it's not like just grew up drinking coffee. You come from a coffee family. You are third generation.
Yes, third generation.
Can you tell me who founded it and what's the whole story about?
Well, I think a lot of us third generation come all the way from China. So it started with my grandfather. So he's Chinese, so he's Hainanese. So he sailed the seas, took a boat lah, and came to Singapore from Hainan Island. I think back in early 1920s. And then so near the harbour, he set up the Kopitiam, serving all the sailors, the shipyard workers. I think it was called East Reclamation Road last time. Now it's the current day Keppel Wharves along Keppel Road. So there he sold his local kopi, Hainanese kopi. Last time it's very pure Hainanese kopi. And then
That's interesting. What is pure Hainanese kopi? I mean, where does the coffee come from? It doesn't grow in China, right?
So actually Hainan Island popular product is coconuts and coffee beans.
Really?
Yes.
They grow. Wow.
Yes, so I took a trip back to Hainan Island. Grandfathers will bring their sons, and then in my case, my dad brought me and my brother, and then we went back to Hainan Island to kind of see where his village was, and then like see what he used to do there. And yeah lah.
So you saw coffee plantations there. Is there still coffee plantations?
No, there were no more
But
coffee.
last time,
yes.
He
took over, he ran the business for my grandfather. So right now, my siblings and I, we took over the hawker store that my dad started.
So are you going the route of
the Yakun Kayas and all that to have a lot in even expanding to, I don't know, Yakun I think is in Malaysia also, is it? Or
I think
wherever?
London.
Okay, yeah. So is that part of your plan? Because it seems to me, just kopi kaya toast can go a long
Can
way.
rule
and
the
make a
world,
lot.
right?
Kaya toast, soft-boiled eggs, and coffee. The iconic Singapore breakfast. Kaya, a sweet coconut jam, reflects Hainanese roots and local tastes. A morning ritual still beloved today.
Yeah, you can rule the world with just 3 things.
Maybe I think because we are a bit younger, our thought process is a bit different. We want to maintain the heritage, that legacy, but we want to do it here in Singapore first, where I think a lot of the younger generation still quite distant and unfamiliar about roots. These are our roots, And so we want to focus on being well known in Singapore from all different corners. And then if we were to expand, it wouldn't be physically like Yakun. Yakun can do that job. They're doing a great job. But maybe for us, it will be more hands-on, more direct approach with our customers. We want to be able to talk to them, show them how this is done and teach them how to appreciate local Singaporean kopi.
Let's talk a little bit about this heritage, okay? I grew up and I'm much older than you, and I had my experience with the local Kopitiam. It's like, okay, the coffee was always perfect. It was thick, it was creamy. The bread was usually made in-house or in a nearby bakery.
Yes.
And it was a thick slice.
Yes.
The old school bread, which is like, where can I find? The only place is if you're driving around Malaysia in the old towns. If you're lucky in Ipoh or Taiping,
Yes.
you will still find one bakery doing that.
Yes.
And then they slather it with guyu, and then the kaya, and that is truly amazing. So, are you talking about going back to the old days, trying to bring those flavors back?
What we are doing a little bit different, and this has been since my father's time, is our bread is actually thin and crispy. I don't know if you remember, but Kopitiam used to serve biscuits as well with guyu.
Yes.
Sometimes have kaya. So my dad wanted to replicate that. Don't use biscuit, but use bread. Crispy, wafer thin. Yes. So
I get it. I'm salivating because that wafer thin with just guyu would offset the sweetness of the coffee.
Yes.
And really very nice combination. Exactly what I'm getting at. When I go to the popular outlets now, serving this, it's like everything's too sweet. Just too sweet. There's no balance. That's what I find.
You really need to know the bread, the butter you are using, and how much kaya to slather on. Because it's not just the more the better. It's not. It is butter and kaya ratio must be just nice. And then your toast must be toasted crispy, not too crispy, must be brown, not too brown. And this
How do you
is
train your staff to do this? I mean, they must be trained, right?
most important thing is training is easy, but the staff must enjoy what they do. If we see you are half-hearted about it, we'll tell you to go and wash the socks. If you don't like what you are doing, don't work here, don't do this, because this is something that Singaporeans enjoy, and if you don't enjoy doing it, they can taste it.
Absolutely. Now, just moving on, there's a lot of talk that, fewer people want to work in food centers. Whether it's the younger generation or older generation, it's just too hard to work. All right. How then do you find staff to work who is interested and who can actually make these things to the correct standards?
For us, hiring is always difficult, but we are always doing it. And the best part about it is you always come across people who are interested.
Younger generation
Yes.
or older generation?
Both. So we get young students fresh out of O levels, 16-year-olds. That's the legal age to work, yeah. Don't get me into trouble. So they will come out and they're like, oh, I'm waiting for my results. I really want to try working in a hawker center. And I think for them, traditional coffee making is the most accessible. So they want to start off doing that. And later they tell me, oh, it's a good experience. Maybe I can learn to do food because, food is actually my passion.
When I go down to the Kopitiam, I actually go and peep as to who is making the coffee before I decide, If it's an old uncle and he's moving smoothly, he's got his mojo, then I order. If he's someone who can't be bothered on his handphone, I'm not going to order.
Yes, you are correct. That is the correct attitude. And I do the same as well. But when I was younger and when we first took over, a lot of the older customers my dad used to have, they see us, they just don't want to order.
But must be your dad, right?
Yes, it has to be my dad behind. We can be in front taking orders, but the one making the coffee had to be my dad.
Like Baristas lah, right? World champion Baristas, right? Your dad is a so to speak world champion barista for local
He's the
coffee.
Kopi king lah there.
Kopi king.
Yeah, then slowly we need to earn our coffee princess, coffee prince titles.
Women like yourself, you are new mom,
Yes.
right? Entrepreneur, expanding your business. You have a husband to take care of as well. I'm sure he takes care of you.
Yes.
You're so busy, right? And hawker life is so difficult. How is it treating you? Do you see this as something you want to do and in the future, or?
Definitely.
Yeah.
When I set my heart.
By the way, what is your training, education?
I have a degree in marketing. My degree is a bachelor's in business administration with a specialization in marketing.
Wow.
Yes, and that's what that degree was very was purposefully chosen because of the business. Yeah, and so I want to say during
That's
university, all my modules, all my classes that I did was with the business at the back of my mind. So it made going to school a lot more enjoyable, a lot easier to
You had
pass.
a purpose, right?
I did. And I took a gap year before I did the degree, and that helped a lot in, enjoying university, being very sure what I learned now would be able to be used in my career.
So you must have made this decision to join the business how old were you when you just clicked in your head?
When I first helped out was full-time lah. That was 18. Before that, during school holidays, we will help lah.
Yeah.
But full-time was 18 after my A's.
So roughly 18 years old, you said, this is what I'm going to do.
I decided this is what I'm going to do for life until I need to retire. Yes. And I stuck to it lah.
Wow.
Still here doing this. Still so much more to do. So yes.
So you're a new mom, still able to juggle this business. Has it become more difficult?
As a new mom, everything being your first time with the baby, in the beginning it did seem like it was impossible because all you wanted to do was shower your attention on her. You wanted to be with her 24/7, but you also realized you need a break. And it helped that I had friends who gone through the same process. They tell me, yes, you want to be with her, but you actually have a life outside of being a mom, your own life. And that helped me to replan my plans for the business, my goals for the business, sit down with my siblings and go through again what we really want and work even doubly harder to reach.
I like to talk about this teamwork with you have with your siblings. A lot of siblings, right, in this modern world, don't have the old school tightness that family, right? Siblings, one's a doctor, one's a lawyer, one's living in US, one's living in UK. A lot of people are like that.
It helped that we grew up together, and it was never our intention to take over the business. We didn't grow up saying, oh, we have this burden of continuing the family legacy. No, we never had that. Our dad never forced
So
us.
all three of you decided that it was worth pursuing.
In our own, in our
your
own
own
time,
way, yeah.
we were like, we will join the business. Oh, I see a viable option for myself. And then my sister Anna joined the business. So it wasn't a forced notion growing up. So we grew up like every other kid, happy, we had our fair share of fights, but we were close-knit. And I think that's what my mom and my dad wanted us to be, a close-knit family. And then when we eventually took over the business together, we had our fair share of fights as well because we have all very different characters. But it helped that we know we can always depend on each other, even if it had to be an ugly argument or a very heated fight. We always know after we cool down, we will be able to talk reasonably. And in a way, it also helped us to grow closer, not further apart. So that helped in the business, and then being able to expand it and know where we want to go from there and what our different roles are.
Knowing that it's a difficult life, would you want your child to actually pursue this life? If she is a girl, right?
She.
If she said, yeah, I want to do this. Because a lot of hawkers in the old days, they work very hard.
Yes.
You please become a doctor, right?
Yes. I mean, I would hope she becomes a doctor. It's a different life. But if eventually she sees value in what I do, then I would welcome her to it. But my only rule would be that she put and invest something different into the business instead of merely just following what we've built.
Being more creative, put it through some evolution into something, putting her own spirit into it.
And that's what my father gave us a free rein to do, and that's what I hope she will be able to achieve if she does decide to do what I do.
The hawker center, hawkers, the Singapore food is intangible cultural heritage under the UNESCO. Do you see the food, the drinks surviving, or does it have to change? Because a lot of the people cooking the traditional foods are not even Singaporeans nowadays. The food tastes very, very different. Like char kway teow doesn't taste like char kway teow from the old days. It's very hard to find a good char kway teow.
I think this question is the best question ever, because I want you to think about when my grandfather came from Hainan Island, when he brought his coffee over. It was Hainanese style. But because of the laborers, the sailors, the shipyard workers, he had to tweak his recipe to suit their preferences. And so, in a very small way, the coffee that he brought over has changed. And that is what the coffee is known as in my father's time. So my father grew up with that coffee. My grandfather didn't, because he changed it. So then come to my father, he moved over to Amoy Street hawker center, and he had to stand out amidst so many other competitors. So he had to make a few changes as well. So brewing method same, the salt and then the long spout tin, but he started to introduce more flavors. But the base is about the same. Then when we took over, we definitely still use the same coffee beans, same methods, but we also started introducing something else, like new flavors. Like instead of your regular kopi, you can order sea salt caramel kopi. And then instead of your kaya guyu roti, you can order black sesame pink roti. And we still retain some bits of familiarity that the older people are used to. But what has become normal for you is already gone. And now the new normal is what the young people are exposed to.
For me, it would be nostalgia.
will.
I'm looking for what I grew up with.
Correct. And that is evolving. It's not lost. It's evolving. And so what my customers now, they drink sea salt caramel kopi every day.
So even the old uncles would come and drink.
Yes, they will
drink
try
the new
it.
ones. They will try it.
Yeah, and then they'll say, okay, they'll go out and tell their kids, this is what mommy used to drink sea salt caramel kopi 20 years ago. So 20 years later, it is actually something very old already. It's already heritage. So we are not losing. We are evolving. And that's what it means to change and to keep up and to sustain yourself, I feel, especially.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Really good answer. Love that answer. Now let's look at a couple of pictures of your family.
no.
They're really interesting. Tell us about this.
I think my father told me it was short. This is in Telok Blangah already. So you see the signboard, San Hai Yuan Cha Shi. So
Okay.
San is my father's name. He's Cai Du San. Hai is my uncle's name, which is Cai Du Hai. Yuan is kind of like a summary lah. So San Hai Yuan, then Cha Shi is what everything was called back then.
Eating house.
Yeah, eating house.
Literally. It's great. I mean, he's so proud of his two sons. He's named his shop after.
Quite common lah,
Huh?
last time to name after your sons.
This guy here looks like Bruce Lee.
My older uncle, my dad's older brother.
Yeah. Everybody looks like Bruce Lee in those days.
So you see, if you can see on the columns, it says San Hai Yuan. So back then, the columns were etched with the shop's name.
Yep.
This is my dad
That and
with my oldest cousin. Yes, and then I think that was his first car maybe. Yeah,
cool looking
Amoris.
car. Is this your place?
This is Amoy Street Food Center.
Okay.
The early days of Jack and I taking over full time. Me with my wild blonde hair. The very
So you
old-
mentioned that you like observing people when you are.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So what's that all about? It's interesting.
As cliche as it sounds, you match the personality, the character to the type of drink that they order.
Really?
Yes. And then you watch that evolve.
Okay, what would I order?
You kopi o kosong. Kopi o kosong tilo.
Spot on.
Really? See? Yeah.
Okay, why? I mean, it's like instinct or what?
I think also
How
because
do you know I would drink kopi o kosong?
maybe just the way you carry yourself. And then, okay lah, I know you like to cook, you're a chef yourself, so particular about taste, about flavors. And Kopi O Kosong would bring out the most basic flavors you would kind of demand in a cup of coffee.
Oh, I'm scared of
Yeah.
you now, man. This is a freaky skill you have.
That's my dad with the store in his Hawaiian shirt.
Very cool looking.
Yes, so the signboard is still there. It's the same original signboard that we still use. Modern photo shoot.
Very modern. Looks like I would get in a cafe.
Chain, yes.
Chain, yeah.
The logo was one of the first few things I came up with and I changed to make sure it stood out. Because my dad's words stuck lah. He said, the best advertising is when they carry your cup around.
Sure. The food court, the hawker centers, it's like the center of life of Singapore, right? It's where people congregate of all races and religions, right? So many people come together. Do you think, Singapore is always seen as and marketed as a very harmonious place. Do you see that?
Definitely. I see every day. I think mostly the table, very simply the table right in front of my stalls, they are always shared by all different people. And I know sometimes people say Singaporeans are very cold, or maybe they don't like to communicate. But it doesn't happen though. If you sit down and you talk to a stranger, that stranger will actually be able to, share a lot of different things. And I've never seen anyone been rejected, when they start talking to a stranger, especially during a lunch slam. It could be a tourist, it could be any race, any wherever you're doing. The hawker center is really the place that people don't feel judged, don't feel uncomfortable with, and just be themselves.
You're right.
Yeah.
And one thing I realized about Singapore is that if the coffee shop or wherever you are, the Kopitiam is really crowded, and there's one guy just sitting, and you can always go in there and say, "Excuse me, don't mind, I join you first."
Yeah.
And That never ever happens. You can't go to a restaurant in the West
Yes.
and say, "Can I join you?" Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a cultural thing where
Yeah.
Singaporeans, we know if you just ask, there won't be any rejection. No? Yeah.
I really like that. So I want to leave the conversation on this very positive note. No rejection in Singapore.
None.
Okay, I really enjoyed this conversation. Now, let's go and cook in the kitchen.
Yes, I'm
All right.
hungry. Let's go.
You know, Faye, the Hainanese are famous as chefs, right? And to replicate Hainanese cooking is really difficult. I feel that only the Hainanese can cook their own food. But today I'm trying.
Okay.
All right, it's a Hainanese prawn curry.
Hainanese migrants and colonial-era Kopitiams fused Chinese cooking with local spices, creating a prawn curry with a unique taste, now a hawker favorite across Singapore.
The most difficult thing is the Hainanese curry powder. That's what gives it this distinct scissorized curry taste.
peng.
Yeah, curry peng. It's not the same as Indian curry or it's just very unique. So I'm going to do it from scratch rather than buy a pre-made one. Okay, so we have, this is 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds. This one is fennel seeds. Cumin. Yeah.
I love cumin. Yes, correct.
This one is cloves.
Cloves. This one I know. Star anise and cinnamon sticks.
Correct. So I thought about it. It sounds very familiar. It's very similar flavors to the Chinese 5-spice powder.
Our 五香.
Yeah. First, we have to take all these spices and we have to toast them. Add in a bit of chili powder.
Chili powder, the bright red one.
Yeah. Turmeric.
Oh, I love turmeric. Turmeric is good for inflammation. As an athlete, we always drink.
Yeah. Gonna pour in a bit of oil. Onions first.
Onions. What's next?
Some ginger. Curry leaf. When you're cooking wok you have to agar-agar. It's so fast, right?
Yes, like meat kopi.
Exactly.
One.
What's
stick
that? So
of
serai, yeah. Or the lemongrass.
lemongrass.
Okay, so this is the interesting part
Okay.
about Hainanese cooking. The way they treat the curry powder.
Oh,
Okay, so they do it the special way. Different from Indian cooking. Curry powder needs to sizzle in the oil, okay?
oh.
So it's got to like burn in the oil a bit, toast in the
Okay.
oil a bit,
Oh.
like that. Yeah. Then you mix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is our base for the curry.
Okay.
Smells interesting already. Some salt.
Salt here.
Yep. Okay. You put in
Water.
the because the Hainanese one, the curry paste is quite gooey and
Yeah.
gloopy. That's why it's nice with rice,
Oh, yes.
right?
Yes.
It's not a dry kind of thing.
You make it look easy, leh.
It's just practice lah. Everything you practice.
Same.
Yeah.
Same like us.
And there you go. And then some coconut milk.
Ooh, my favorite part.
So it's beginning to look like a curry. Some tamarind for the sourness. That's it.
Yes. That
So-
tang.
So it's cooked down like this. Now, the star ingredient. Can you pass me the prawns, please?
Prawns.
Here we go.
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
Ooh. Must cover them. So we have to make big pots of coffee. So
Yeah.
you need arm strength,
Yeah.
forearms, shoulder, and then support from your back. It's a workout lah.
Can I have a spoon or taste test?
Wow. Isn't it boiling?
No.
How can you eat from the pot?
It's okay. It's not that hot. Yeah. You see the oil there?
Yeah.
It's coming up already.
Yes, I can
Over
see.
here, you can see it, different
Yes.
color.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what you're looking for. Perfect. Your turn, huh? Teach me how to ping the roti.
Yes. Pass
Okay.
the one slice to me.
One.
Okay. At home can do this. If you don't have a toaster, just use this. This is even better actually.
Yeah.
And if you like, you can put butter a bit also. Just to
Oh,
oil.
that's cool. Yeah, why not?
My
That's
own
enough, yeah.
little contraption.
Cool.
It's actually a flattened spoon.
You made it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, because those knives are a bit hard to come by. You cannot put so many spread knives. So my dad taught us, and we use this back in the Kopitiam also. Once that is hot, you can just toast. Just to soak up a bit first, and you can just flip it. At the store, we will get, can you lightly toast, or can you toast more crispy? So once it is slightly crispy and hard, then it will make it easier to slice. So we slice in between. We use even thinner bread than usual.
Hey, look at this spread. I love your kaya. So I'm gonna start serving. Both of us are hungry.
I'm going to dig in.
Yeah. Mix the rice properly with the curry first. Okay, here goes. How? Pass up.
Don't talk to me. Okay, now we must eat it with the prawn. Big juicy one. I always pair with the. Yeah, the spice is not like
Correct.
it's there throughout.
Yeah.
Very pleasant.
Yeah.
And the prawns are so fresh.
So tell me, you got one more secret talent, right? Which is you're a volleyball player, national, right?
Yes.
How did that start?
I was representing Team Singapore in the beach volleyball category for about 7 to 8 years. We were talent scouted when we won a national championship in Singapore lah. And then we were training together for 7-8 years, representing Singapore overseas. And I had to put the coffee business on hold lah because I was playing. So it took a while to get back to the store, to the business. Only when I retired lah. Whatever I learned in beach volleyball, I also take back into the store. How to be calm in different challenges, but how to be quick. And the physicality of the game helped me to endure the long hours in the store, standing, back-breaking work. So being an athlete helps lah, I think.
Sure, definitely. So what's your specialty? Are you a good server or you block better or?
I'm the bronze in the team. So there's two of us.
Okay.
My partner is the brains, I'm the bronze. So I'm a very hard hitter, I'm very aggressive. And actually you can see it when you see me at the store lah. I was shocked, oh my gosh.
Yeah, a bit scared
Hey,
now to go.
what you want? Yeah, okay, can next. Haven't decided, okay, later, next. Yeah.
Okay.
Dessert, midway,
Take a
dessert.
break.
There's two. I know it's so thin, right?
Oh, it's two, huh?
Yes. So one is black sesame
Okay.
and Earl Grey
Okay,
cream.
I'm gonna dive in, huh?
Yes.
Hey, this is so good. Very good.
I like more butter on mine, but
No, I love butter. I can eat half a slab of butter with one piece of bread. That's my stuff.
that's not great lah, but. And then yeah, there's the Earl Grey.
Interesting, the Earl Grey. Very interesting. Now I'm going to drink some of your cold brew.
Best paired with coffee.
Very nice, leh.
Just
Seriously, your one of the better cold brews. Now you need to serve cold brew now at your shop. No, serious.
Then my competition will all be eliminated.
Yeah, definitely. Watch us on HOTPLATE SG60.
In a Kopitiam, no seat is truly taken. Just ask and sit. Faye reminds us, heritage isn't just in the brew. It's in the way we share stories, the space. And over a bowl of old school Hainanese prawn curry, that legacy comes alive. This is HOTPLATE SG60. Watch more episodes.